Hey guys, guess what? It's draft time. And by drafting, I'm talking underdog, talking playoffs because unfortunately, yeah, the fantasy football season is over, regular season is over, but playoffs are here and that gives us just a new opportunity to get our draft on. So, we're going to do it playoff best ball style on underdog. We've been doing the mittens ever since we knew the playoffs. Actually, we're talking about even before we knew what the playoff teams were and before the schedule was set. You could be doing these playoff best ball drafts for the last couple of weeks. Mitten already filled up. Mitten two has also filled. Mitten three, we've been doing it. We're going to do a little bit different today, though. You know what? Let's go with the gauntlet. And so it's almost the same, just a little bit uh, bigger prize pool. So why not? Why not go for a little bit more here? Now, reminder, if you haven't tried it yet, Underdog is the place to get your draft fix in, get your fantasy football, fixed because again, with the season over, you need somewhere, right? You need something to get that fantasy football fix in, and this gets you a chance to draft. It's quick, it's easy, it's pretty cheap. So look, I'm just gonna go over the options for you here. They have some that are just for the wild card. Now you notice we haven't been doing these because it's tough, right? It limits your options. You're only going for the games this weekend, and I actually will probably do a wildcat at some point. I know Boomer likes those prime time ones. And at the bomb, I have done the bomb once before. I'm a $100 entry, so again, take that for what it's worth. But I'm gonna go for the one that's. I think it's a little more strategy involved, and that's the full playoff best ball. So this is just all wild card. Look, all these are just wild card weekend. But then we get to the mitten and the gauntlet. Again, this is for the entire playoffs. So you're gonna kind of have to hit your wagon, to the teams that you think might go there. So you want to stack Bills, Lions, Ravens, whatever you want, and that's where you have to really try to think ahead. And then once you make your picks, you go from there. So I'm gonna try the gauntlet again. The rules are exactly the same, I believe, as the mitten. It's just a $25 entry instead of a $5 entry, and of course, bigger prize pool, 200K to first. So you get a chance to play some fantasy football, basically get your draft on, and possibly win some money. This is already 84.8% filled. So if you do want to do the gauntlet before the playoffs start, you might not even be able to wait until Saturday because it's probably going to fill pretty quickly. So just so you see here, it's a 4-round tournament, the entire playoffs. It's best ball. There are 6 teams in here, 10 rounds, 30-second clock. So this is going to finish pretty quickly. Everybody who's watching wants to try to jump in here. We'll see. Again, it's only a 6-man league, so let's try it. 3, 2, 1. And it's filled. So there you go. Again, that's what I love about these. I know sounds like a broken record, but they fill quickly, they go quickly, and it's nice because you can get a draft in real quick, and you can just do them over and over again. All right, so let's do some little adjustment here. Put myself a little smaller, and then let's bring up the draft board. Now you guys like to see that instead. So I'm gonna show the board. Give me 1 second. Okay. And then I can put myself back here. Voila. Other John, what's up? Good question. Tyreek Hill not going to be drafted here because the Dolphins missed the playoffs. Imagine that. Is Hill on the Dolphins next year? I don't think so. I mean, obviously he said, I'm out, peace, but he could change his mind. He's probably just, obviously upset because they didn't make the playoffs and it wasn't his best season and all that. McDaniel and Greer are still going to be there. Both. A lot of people thought that Greer, the GM, would go because he failed to build a good offensive line, good enough offensive line for Tua. The wide receiver depth was definitely lacking. Bringing Odell Beckham really didn't do a whole lot. Okay, hold on. Let me make my pick here. I've been saying this, been Been saying it ever since we started doing these middens. I like going to RB in the first round, get that stud. Let's just go Jameer Gibbs. I don't care if David Montgomery's coming back. He is not close to 100%, and Gibbs is still good even with Monty plays. So there we go. Go Gibbs. So just because he was, spouting off and talking about leaving right after the season, okay, he might cool down and whatever. Remember, he orchestrated the trade to Miami. He wanted to go to Miami. He was dying to go there. He loves South Florida, et cetera, et cetera. So, it wouldn't shock me if he's still there next year. They're not going to make if they aren't changing GMs or head coaches. They're not going to totally rearrange this roster, I don't think. And if they are, Tyreek Hill, again, he wasn't the problem. So I think they're going to do whatever they can to keep him. So I think, you're going to see, for better or for worse, pretty much the same offense as last year, except the offensive line. Yeah, they're going to draft somebody. Yeah, they're going to sign somebody, hopefully more than just one. And then that's all they really need. I think and offensively, it's not the only issue, is Tyreek Hill. And what they really need is a good backup quarterback. Obviously, that's what they really need. But I think Hill probably stays. Yeah, exactly. He's under contract. He would have to, again, orchestrate a trade out of there, which he could given his agent, but it's doubtful. It's doubtful. Okay, let's see. I got Gibbs. You know what I'm going to do? I don't think I've done. I did get a Lions heavy team last time. Did I get Goff last time? Screw it. Let's do Goff again. Lions it is. Because what I do like about Goff is that, again, a good chance that you can hopefully get a quarterback that goes all the way to Super Bowl, and you just need one quarterback who could put up decent numbers, in the wild card week. And I liked what I did last time when I paired Boomer. You would definitely appreciate this when I paired Herbert and McConkey, because I think they could go at least one more game, right? Probably Houston the first week. You get 2 games out of them. I think that's pretty nice. So, oh, wow. Okay. Well, all right. I'm up again. That was quick. Let me see. Aaron Jones, Devonta Smith. I haven't taken Devonta Smith yet. Yeah, why not? I don't have any Devonta Smith. But now, see, I got Goff, I got Gibbs, and at some point I need to take either Laporta or, I don't have to, but, well, yeah, Jameson Williams is gone. Yeah, since I didn't get JMO here, I'm probably going to have to take Laporta soon-ish. Next pick, if he's still there. I need some AFC players on the other side then. So we'll go AFC heavy, depending on who's available. And if I miss out on Laporta, then we'll go Khalil Shakir. Or possibly, I shouldn't have to reach on Lad, but we'll see. All right. Now, one thing I'm not doing is it's just going Gibbs Monty. I think that's way too many eggs in one basket at one shallow position with the risk of Monty not doing a whole lot. So I won't be taking Monty. Yeah, thoughts on Baker? That's one of my top targets. That's exactly who I'm talking about. A guy who could have a big game this week, potentially another game next week. I like Lad going with Herbert, or I like getting Baker and I would say McMillan just because he's going a lot later than Mike Evans. Of course, you can pair Evans with Baker. That's pretty nice too. Okay, so right now, one more pick. Hopefully I can get Laporta. Let's see. This guy could go any direction. All right, there you go. Laporta it is. Okay, I got my Lions. Goff, Gibbs, Laporta. I got Smith. I definitely need some AFC players. So I think, yeah. So a quarterback, I'm just gonna go either Baker or Herbert. but I can wait on that for sure. I do still need a second running back, and I'm pretty bad about forgetting that I need a second running back. See, the problem is on the AFC side, like, what running back do you possibly want? Pacheco is very sketchy. Mixon's probably not going to play more than one game, and he wasn't very good down the stretch. Dobbins, maybe. I mean, maybe I could go Dobbins and Herbert. Let's try it. We'll see. Well, okay. Well, let's see who's first. Okay, Bucky. Interesting. So there's not. I don't want to take Pacheco. You know what? I know his NFC, but I'll go Evans. Then maybe I can go Dobbins. I don't mind Nico. I mean, I think he could still put up numbers even if the Texans only play one game. I'm not avoiding guys just because I don't think their team's going deep in the playoffs. I think it's best ball. I want a guy who can put up a big game. That's it. No, that's true. Good point, Boom. I don't want two RBs on bye. That's another reason not to get Pacheco because I already have Gibbs. So that's a good point. I really don't want Pacheco anyways. Yeah, because man, running back, it thins out very quickly. Like very quickly. In fact, I think it's already thinned out. So I'm going to target Dobbins here, and I should get him. Nico is in the queue. Okay, good. Someone else took Pacheco. Someone took Nico. And then I can definitely still wait for quarterback. Yeah, it'll be fun to see what the Dolphins do this offseason. Fun. Okay. I got too much Jacobs already. Yeah, I like Terry that pick, but I already have Evans, Devontae Smith. All right, let's do it. Let's go Dolphins. And I am at some point gonna have to take an AFC receiver / tight end. You know, I'm reading up on Zay Flowers. I'm slightly concerned that even if he plays this weekend, he's not going to be too good. So I might take a shot on a guy like Likely. I know some people are in on DeAndre Hopkins is fine here. I don't hate Cortland Sutton, so get a few AFC picks here. So actually, now I got to figure out who's first in that group. Likely Hopkins. Okay, I'm only going to get one of these guys because on my next pick, I'm going to target Baker, and if not, Herbert. So, yeah, normally I would take Terry if he's here. I'm not taking Coleman or Kincaid or those guys if I don't have Josh Allen. Likely or D-Hop? You know what? Let's go Likely. Let's take a shot here. Don't have too much. You know, it's rare that I'm going to take a guy like that without Lamar, but why not? Taking Hunt over Pacheco. Yeah, that might be the way to go. I mean, the way Hunt's been used compared to Pacheco. Yeah, Pacheco definitely doesn't seem right. But that's what makes running back so tough. I mean, and here's the thing: we always know there's a cheap running back who kind of comes out of nowhere and does something during the playoffs. It can't be Jerick McKinnon this year. And you figure it's either Pacheco or Hunt. I don't know. They've just been kind of saving Pacheco for the playoffs. Maybe with the bye, maybe he's good to go. I don't know. I've just seen them use way too much a Hunt. Okay, so since I have Evans, I'll go ahead and try to pair Baker with him. And Jacob, I'm kind of surprised. I don't know Jacob's ADP is that high because I keep seeing him drafted way after that. It's got to drop at some point soon. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. Okay, hold on. Sorry, let me scroll down here. All right, we're almost on the clock again. Mm, and if this guy, I don't even think he'll take a quarterback, but if he does take Baker, oh, Baker just got taken. Well, never mind. All right, I guess we're going to pivot here. We'll take Herbert, no problem. So that just gives me some incentive, believe it or not, to take Quentin Johnston with my last pick. All right. Yeah, decision made. Okay, so again, with Goff there, and again, if you take Goff from Mahomes, you know you got to take a second quarterback, and that's actually I don't mind that, but I'm thin at running back here because with Gibbs off in week 1, I only have Dobbins, so I should get another running back. I could go. I mean, see, like, oh, we're right here. See, Justice Hill gone. Just get a guy who I hope has a good first game, maybe plays a second game. B Rob. Otherwise, Ty Johnson, Ray Davis. More games doesn't mean more fantasy points. So I'm just going to go B Rob. He could score touchdowns. You know what? It's probably going to be Samaje Perine, the guy who goes off for the Chiefs. That's probably who the best ball league winner is going to be. Just going to say it right now. It's probably going to be Samaje Perine. That would be so Andy Reid. Okay, so 2 quarterbacks, 3 running backs, 4 receiver slash tight ends. Let's again, can't believe I'm saying this. Hope we get Quentin Johnson here. I've seen Tylan Wallace go a couple times now. I mean, look, if Zay Flowers doesn't go, that's not a bad late round sleeper pick. I mean, could do something. All right, McMillan, that's a good pick. Let's see, 1, 2. Yeah, I'm just gonna go QJ here. I want another. Not that I expect a Charger. Oh, come on, really? Wow. Okay, sniped on QJ. That now I've seen it all. Well, all right then. I don't even know what to say. I guess I'm just go Cortland Sutton because that's who I had queued up. Uh, yeah, Boomer. That's a good point. Man, the LA game. Who knows what's going on in LA? And then the fires today. I just found out about it not too long ago. It's crazy. Uh, yeah, and I texted Chris. I'm waiting to hear back from him to see if it affected him at all. He's in Orange County, so I don't know. I haven't seen the map exactly where it is, but yeah, that's scary. But you gotta wonder on the game. Okay, so it looks like okay, one more pick. Yeah, what would people have thought after last year if said that CJ Stroud and Jordan Love were in the playoffs and nobody wanted to touch him? Yeah, wouldn't have thought that the end of last year. All right, that's it. This one is done. So I'm gonna go over the roster here real quick. This is my first gauntlet. Done a couple of mint twos. I've done 3 mint twos, 3 mint threes, and this is the first gauntlet. So let's close this. And let me show you the other one. All right. Here we go. So down below me is Jared Goff and Justin Herbert. Pretty good about that. Gibbs, Dobbins, B-Rob. You know what? I feel better having those players, even though Gibbs doesn't play week 1 and Dobbins and B-Rob may not play past wildcard weekend. I still feel better having running backs like that than like Ty Johnson, right? And Justice Hill and guys like that. You know, at least these guys can come up with some points. It's best ball. And then receiver, got some upside here. Devonta Smith, Laporta to pair with Goff. Evans was going to pair with Baker, but no, that's okay. So that's the only thing I didn't get the stack. I didn't get Baker with Evans, or I didn't get QJ with Herbert. But I do have Goff going with Laporta and Gibbs, and I like the individual upside of my players. So this isn't really a pure Super Bowl stack, right? Like sometimes, you know, and Chris is big into doing this, like get like 4 or 5 Lions or 4 or 5 Ravens, and then pair them with Lions, Ravens, and Bills, and you know, just trying to match for the big game. And I like to partially do that, but I don't want my team to only have 2 or 3 different team exposures. You know what I mean? So I'm happy with the upside and the talent on my team. I feel like this team could definitely get far. Will it win the final round of this tournament in the Super Bowl? It would need a guy like Gibbs or Laporta or somebody to go off, assuming those guys make it to the Super Bowl. So, yeah. All right. You know what? That was, again, so quick. I'm going to do one more. I like to mix it up. Let's do a wild card only one. Yeah, that's exactly right. I got Sutton for nothing, right? Last round because people think the Broncos are one and done. Well, you know what? They might be. Nico Collins, I think the Texans are one and done. Nico Collins going a lot earlier than Cortland Sutton. So that's what confuses me. I guess people have more faith in the Texans. I don't. But again, I'd rather have a guy who can have a big one game that gets you points that one round than a guy who, he'll get you 5 points this game. He'll get you 6 points next week. And then they might still be playing in the Super Bowl. He could get you like 5 points there too. That doesn't help you win tournaments. Like more games doesn't mean more fantasy points. So that's my thinking. All right, let's do. I don't want just Saturday, just Sunday. Main slate, extra points, only $5. The hurry up, that sounds good. Okay, let's do the single entry. Why not? Extra point. Let's do it. 6 rounds, 6 picks, because this is just wild card weekend. This is going to be super fast. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, in. All right, need 3 more. And again, just see the rules. 2 more. This is the extra point. It's just wild card weekend. I haven't done any just wild card ones, so I want to switch it up and see how quick and easy. Again, this is going to be all of these games. No Lions. All right, as soon as this fills, I'll pull up the draft board. Thank you, Flacco. I appreciate you always. No Steelers being drafted like anywhere. What's up with that? Nobody has faith in the Steelers. Okay. And what I like about this one is you can see actually at least it gives you the matchups on here so you know who your opponent is. Their opponent is, I should say. So now in this one, quarterbacks aren't going quite as early. Josh Allen is not the 1.1 in terms of ADP. it's Barkley and then Henry. And then we got Josh Allen. Then a few spots down low, we got Lamar. And then JD is next. Baker, of course, we don't have. No Mahomes, no Goff. But this one's definitely more spread out in terms of positions. So, and which is surprising because you only need, again, only 6. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. Here, the roster. Look, 1 QB, 1 running back, 2 receivers, 1 tight end. So it's not receiver / tight end, and 1 flex. I would think with such a shallow roster, maybe QBs would be a little bit more valued, because you can only take 1 QB. You need a QB, and a couple of those QBs are not available, right? Mahomes and Goff. So I'm a little surprised, actually. I wonder if it's just because people think, drafters think like Josh Allen against Denver, maybe he won't have a big game, which I don't think that. Lamar Jackson against Pittsburgh, okay, I get that. He probably won't have a huge game. Jaden Daniels, Tampa, I don't know. I might wait and hope to take JD. Baker Mayfield, Hurts. I mean, look, limited in return to practice. Okay, I know we're worried about the concussion. I'm pretty sure he's going to play. Says he's making progress. I mean, you can get Hurts like around 4 or something here. And I still think that's worth it. All right. Still waiting. One more. Anybody want to jump in here? The extra point. I don't know. We're 5 out of 6. Yeah, the Ravens are really good. Yeah. The Ravens are really good. I'm not expecting the Steelers. I'm not saying I want to draft any Steelers, but just, usually somebody out there has faith, right? Yeah. The Washington-Tampa game is going to be interesting. That's a game that I really think could go either way. Washington has had the better defense. Tampa has had the slightly better offense, at least the hotter offense. But yeah, I don't even know. You have a rookie quarterback there on Washington, so I don't know if I really feel super confident. I could see Tampa winning, and I could see Tampa putting up points even if they don't win. So I'm definitely in on stacking Tampa for this weekend. But Washington could be, right, one of those teams, gets the Tampa defense, could put up points, and then if they can win one playoff game, why not win another, right? I don't think they'll go to the Super Bowl, but again, you don't have to do that here. Boomer is in. Nice. All right. And he's right behind me. All right. I'll tell you got to pick. Let's put the board up. This will be a nice small board. Okay. Let me switch it real quick. Here we go. Flacco you got into? Let me see. All right. Wait, which one are you? Okay, Boomer, I know because it says Sir Boomer. I always forget everyone's username. Oh, you're last. Okay. Flex. Oh, okay. I didn't know that was your username. Awesome. All right. Well, here we go. Let's see what happens. I get to snipe both of you guys. And you know what? Now I'm going to have to decide. They're going to take the 2 running backs, I'm going to guess here, Barkley and Henry. I don't even know if I want to take Josh Allen. I don't think I am. I just like some of those later quarterbacks better. I should probably not tell you my plan now that you're drafting like ahead of me. Whoa. Okay. Puka, number 2. Did not see that coming. I'm going to go with Justin Jefferson. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait on quarterback. Let's see. All right. Boomer takes the discount on Josh Allen. Flacco gets back-to-back. Lamar against your Steelers. Okay, Evans. I like Evans. Seeing Bucky that high is a little surprising. I mean, I love Bucky. Washington is decent against the run. They're decent. Actually, they're not that decent, but they're okay. I guess tougher for Kyron, but there you go, Kyron. Okay. So I got Justin Jefferson. Hmm. I don't feel compelled to stack necessarily. You know what? Yeah, let's go Bucky. Why not? So looking at the running backs here, I think James Cook is fine. I'm not worried about him getting shut down by Denver. But I just think there's a little bit better value down the way at receiver. Now, also remember, in this one, it's not just receiver slash tight end. You need to take a receiver and two receivers and a tight end. All right. A tight end. I think there's enough picks. Look, nobody's been taken yet. No. Okay. Look at tight end. I'll say what I usually say in a draft like this. I don't need to be the first to take a tight end, but I don't want to be the last necessarily because there's some unstartable tight ends here. So I probably won't wait too long. Here's the good news. Since I'm showing you all the draft board, I can set my queue and you cannot see it. So I'm going to do that. Actually, I know who I want. Why is it not letting me do it? Oh, here we go. Okay, snuck up on me. I'm going AJB. Hmm. Yeah, I'll buy the dip. Oh, come on. Don't tell me you're not going to let me add. It's doing what it did the other day. It's freezing up on me. Okay. Oh, it looks like I got Mark Andrews. I did have him in the queue, so I guess that's fine. All right. Okay, so now it better refresh for me because I had another tight end in the queue, and that's not what I want. Come on. Yep. It's going to draft a tight end for me. It is. No, here we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. Thank God. Okay. Jacobs, Mayfield. Mm, there. Oh, okay. Look, I wouldn't have got Ertz. I had Ertz in my queue. I was worried it was going to give me a second tight end in auto pick, but Flacco, you took Ertz. That was a good pick. And you took AJB. Look, good on you. No problem there. I had Andrews queued next. All right, so I got Baker and Bucky. I guess I'm in on the Bucks. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see. This is wild card only. We don't have to worry about, down the line here who's going to put up a big 1 week. I'm still not drafting Mixon. Just tell you that right now against the Chargers. I don't mind Dobbins. Devonta Smith. All right. Let's see. We'll see who falls to me. Now, again, for this, we only need one running back. We only get one flex. So we're basically going best available here. I already have one of every position. Best available, Smith, Dobbins, Smith, maybe Shakir. We'll go for the Devonta Smith. All right. Got Dobbins. That's a good one. And just like that, it's over. It's almost over. One more pick. I can't do it. Man, I can't do it with Cooper Cup. There you go. Flacco got a Steeler. That's a good pick. Okay. Time for home run pick here. Let's go with the guy who has kind of been on fire. Oh, there we go. Marvin Mims. That garbage time. No, I think Denver will keep it competitive, but yeah, Pickens revenge game. No kidding. He needs it. Yeah, he got revenge. Anybody who started him last year and he helped win your championship in the playoffs, yeah, he switched it on us this year. Dallas Goddard. All right. Late tight end. All right. So overall, pretty happy. Got Baker and Bucky. Hope for a lot of points from Tampa. Got Justin Jefferson, Devonta Smith, and Marvin Mims. I love the ceilings there. Receiver, and then Mark Andrews. Again, I feel like that's kind of the sweet spot for tight end here. Get one of those guys who could definitely be involved and have a big game. I like the Muth pick, though, because he's probably the one Steeler I feel like will have a floor against the Ravens, and he has upside for more with a touchdown possibly. So if you're going to wait on tight end, then that's a good pick. I did like Ertz too. All right. I think the last pick is in, and just like that, we're done. Let me see. Let me get out of this thing. Try to show you guys the other. Okay. So that is just some of the options on Underdog. So obviously, you guys in here, you already know. Anybody who's watching this a little bit later, want to know what this is all about? And Underdog. This is just NFL drafts available right now, and this is Wild Card Weekend right here, right here. The main slate, all main slate, different entry. Look, $2 entry. You can draft a fantasy football team in like 15 minutes for $2, $5. Go with a Gauntlet, full playoff best ball then. Or the mitten three we've been doing, $5. You can get as many entries there as you want and get a lot more chances. And then there's the little mitten, part 4, the bigger mitten. And I mean, there's so many. So you still got plenty of time. If you haven't tried Underdog, check it out. Use code ENDGAME, of course, though, before you do sign up, because it gets you some free cash from your deposit. It gets you a free pick'em too if you do the pick'ems, which I'm going to do my pick'ems next for Underdog. All right, guys, well, we're going to keep doing these, and don't worry, draft season, mock draft season's coming soon too. But for now, we're going to get some playoff action in here. So yeah, if you haven't tried it yet, check it out. We'll be back again, do some more of these drafts. No worries. 4-person drafts. There you go. could do those. Yeah, next time we'll do that. We'll try the primetime one. All right, guys. Thanks for checking in. We'll see you on the next one.